We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Erickson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Erickson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present, understanding how to defeat those. And then he was a step ahead because he said, and then they're going to change up and counter another way. And he beat them that way, too.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Erickson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, Erickson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Throwing again. McDonald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Erickson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, watch it, watch it. Whip. Watch the whip. You gonna take.
A first down carry for Barkley. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw. Erickson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Switch it to me, switch it. Undercut.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Erickson. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Erickson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. No.
Now Saquon Barkley. And And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Barkley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Erickson. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check safety. He's coming. Hurt. Check smash. 40's a Mike. Get the ball.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say they're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Carolina.
Here's the option. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Room here to run. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Erickson. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 10.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Yeah.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Erickson. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw. Erickson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Erickson. Wide open receiver complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Erickson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 3, check 3. Check.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Big
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Panthers.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's McDonald. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Gano set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
37-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, McDonald. That's caught by Hollister. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
1st down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
9 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 41-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. He's at the 30.
Get off the field.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knocked it on the door. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to come down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at the 15. Oh, good footwork on the spin. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you're
and a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The ball carrier.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
The score, Panthers 21, Giants 17. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st down, Erickson. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Barkley. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the run, it's Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff to Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Erickson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Erickson.
It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5.
They'll try the left side. Cottrell. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Taking it about the 1. Breaks a tackle. Brushing off defenders. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Carolina.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Panthers.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Brings up second and 4 at the Giants' 19-yard line.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. And now here comes their final timeout
36-yard attempt
as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. This to potentially send us to overtime.
A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Joey Sly to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Final score, Panthers 30.
Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because